Welcome to the Angel Mystic Podcast. I am super excited you are listening because this is where spiritually open minds can come together to explore the wonders of angels, spiritual connections, and the art of manifesting. Hosted by me, Amanda Took, the Angel Mystic, your spiritual midwife to help you on your journey to a fulfilling and happy life. You may have seen me on ITV, Channel 4, or even in Fate and Fortune magazine. In each episode, we will delve into the mystical world of angels, offering you insights, guidance, practical tools to deepen your connection with the upstairs so that you can find inner peace, happiness, joy, and create the life that you want. Tune in for weekly, fun conversations, transformational insights that will elevate your spiritual journey and awaken your inner mystic. Please hit subscribe now as we embark on a transformational adventure with the Angel Mystic Podcast. Welcome back to the podcast. And this podcast episode is called My Non-Negotiable Boundaries and why they should be yours too. So I think this episode is going to be a really powerful one because it is about boundaries. And I'm going to specifically share with you some of my non-negotiable boundaries that I have with myself, because that's where boundaries have to start, is with yourself and with others. And why my daily practice is a key part of all of that. So there's going to be some honest shares about what I'm available for and what I'm not available for. And I invite you to do this for yourself too. Take it as far as you want. After all, this is your life. It is your energy, and you choose how you want to show up in the world, how you want to spend your energy. So let's dive in. So what is, non-negotiable, first of all? Let's have a look at that, shall we? Because for me, non-negotiable means it's just not up for discussion. It's a line that I do not cross with myself. It is a commitment, if you like. I don't break that commitment. I have a standard that I set for myself and for others too. And that's sometimes even if they don't like that. So for me, non-negotiable boundaries are things like promises that I make to myself. Because obviously a lot of us come into this life to learn about trust, and we have to learn to trust ourselves. Self-trust is everything. And working with trust, I think, is a lovely thing that you can do with your angels, because it really helps strengthen your connection. But then you have to trust yourself, and then eventually maybe you get that you are comfortable to trust other people, especially if your life lesson has been about trust, which so many of us have, mine included. Working out who you can trust and who you can't trust. It's so much easier when you start with yourself by having those boundaries and then making sure you keep to those boundaries. The next step is the way I allow others to treat me, because my energy is sacred and who I spend my time with is really precious. Time is our most valuable resource. It's something that we often overlook. And for me, communication style is really all part of that. When I'm feeling drained by, family situations, friends, it often boils down to the way that we are communicating. So my energy is sacred. Let me just turn those bings off, because do you know what? I had done that, but it decided not to listen to me and send emails through anyway. The joys of internet and connecting all over the world like we can, which is incredible most of the time, but also it's also something that we can set boundaries of, isn't it? So the way I allow others to treat me, because my energy is absolutely number one. If I feel drained and depleted by people, I choose not to spend time with them. If the balance in friendships goes, it should be two way. If it starts being more one way, and it's fine if that person's going through something, they need some support. But if it's over a period of time and it's not working two ways, I stop that. I stop spending my time with that person, because I'm really careful who I hang out with. We are the average of the five people that we spend time with. Who are you spending time with? And the one thing that really, or shall I say number three, the thing that really keeps me on track is having practices that keep me aligned to the goals and the things that I want to manifest. Without them, everything falls apart. These boundaries are not about being rigid or controlling. They're about integrity. They're about being honored. Make me feel powerful. They make me feel aligned. They make me feel unstoppable. And when I don't do those things, when I don't have my daily practice, I feel drained and depleted and disconnected and out of balance. So I can't stress enough how important having a daily practice is. It is a non-negotiable. And one of my biggest non-negotiable parts of my daily practice is my spiritual practice. This isn't just oh, it's nice to have it. This is an absolute must. It's essential. In Abundance Club, we do talk about three levels of daily practice. There is the non-negotiable, which is like the foundation, where it's the bare minimum that everyone needs to commit to every single day, no matter what is going on. Then there's the basic level, which will give you consistency and growth, and it'll help you manifest. And this takes it a step further by adding in more practices that keep me in flow mode. And then there's the advanced level, which is about deep alignment and mastery. And this is when you fully commit to embodying yourself. You are working to the highest possible intention. You're putting all your energy into what it is that you want to manifest. And that feels empowering. You see, the key is you get to choose what level you are at each day. For me, the non-negotiable is just like, it's non-negotiable. I just do it anyway. And they're the days that I do that are, or should I say the days that I do that are when I'm having a bad day, if I'm running late, if I'm not really feeling too well. But I still do those things because they're keeping me on track. They're keeping me moving in the direction that I want to move. When life goes to the dogs, and it does for us all, my practice needs to increase. And it will be times when I've perhaps done non-negotiable for a little bit too long because I've let life take over. But when I increase it and start doing the basic, or better still, advanced practice, I start to feel, yes, momentum, flowing, empowered. And all of those things within those three levels of practice are things that work for me, as I encourage everyone in Abundance Club to do things that work for them. It's not a one size fits all. So the things that I cannot live without, these are so essential to my life. Hence why I say I can't live without them. And that is number one, it's got to be my spiritual practice. If you take spirituality away from me, and there was a period a few years ago where I totally fell out with the upstairs because I misunderstood some of their guidance. And things didn't happen the way that I thought they were going to happen. And I spat my dummy out. I was really so annoyed with them. But when I took that spirituality away from me, I didn't know who I was. I had no idea who I was. I cannot live without spirituality in my life. I cannot cope without my angels. And anyone, and I mean this honestly, anyone that is not using their angels in their life, I cannot imagine how hard life must feel. Spirituality to me is everything. And it feels pants, to say the least. And I'm trying to be really polite right now when I skip it, when I miss it, when I don't connect. But when I do, oh boy, does it feel amazing. And the second thing I really want to talk about is my energy and how cautious I am at protecting that. I refuse to let other people drain my energy. Sometimes that would look like not over explaining things, not needing to justify my boundaries. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do that. That's all I need to say. I don't need to explain why. And the big one for me is not engaging in drama. And what I find really hard is when people, and I do it too, there's at times when we need to purge and moan and groan, but we have to put a limit on it. But when people are just rinsing and repeating the same story over and over and over again, I cannot engage in that. I have to step back from that drama, and I have to remind them too that all they're doing is manifesting more of the same. So yes, we need to work through things. Yes, we need to get to the bottom of things. And I try to do that as quickly as I possibly can when I am being triggered. Because I just want to return to feeling good, return to feeling connected, return to feeling that I am moving in the right direction and I am not sat there in drama, in problems. And that is not because my life is perfect. It is because I'm aware of energy. And I know as soon as I don't feel good, my only job is to start feeling good. Now, I do consider myself, and this is my third point, I do consider myself incredibly authentic. I can't do shallow. I can't do fake. I can't do forced relationships. I need depth. I need truth. I need realness. I show up in that way and I need that from other people around me. And if they're not showing up in that way, we are not fit. We can't hang out together. It's a boundary that I will put in place. I can't pretend to sweep things under the carpet. I can't pretend to that everything's okay when it's not. I need to be real. And my fourth point that I want to make is creative expression. I have to create. It's one of my non-negotiables. I am a really creative person. I never thought I was creative and artistic for many years. Certainly when I was at school, I never would have, thought of myself as that. But in doing this work as I have for the last 15 years, I've realized how creative it is. Not just in the books and the cards that I've created and the programs and the courses, but in showing up, in being visible on social media, in my teaching, in my writing, in my speaking. All of that is creation. And I love that. And I'm pretty sure if you know me at all, you're going to know what my number 5 is. And that is laughter, because I love to laugh. I am really grateful that I've got a family that love to laugh too. And my kids crack me up. There is a lot of laughter, a lot of laughter. And that is our fuel for manifesting. If we are naturally vibrating at the level of joy and fun, we're naturally attracting good things to us. I love to belly laugh, so my sides hurt. And I will save clips and videos that crack me up just to lift me when I need it. But here's the things I can live without. And just as I gave you 5 things I can't live without, these are 5 things I definitely can live without. And I think it's important to know that within yourself, what you're available for, what you can live with, and what you cannot live with, what you do not need. And here's what I am so done with. I am done with toxic energy. Anything that feels heavy, what even is that word? But maybe it's the right word to describe it. Heavy and negative. Heggy, that's a good word. Or manipulative. Oh my God, the lies that are just out there. Oh my goodness, I'm not available for that. I can't do that drama. 2020 and all that brought gave us clear vision, 2020 vision. Don't get taken in by that toxicity that's out there, that negative energy. And my second thing that I definitely can live without is overworking and hustling. For years in my business, I was jumping through hoops, doing what all these big marketers were telling me to do, and I exhausted myself. I now manifest from alignment, not burnout. If it doesn't feel right, I won't force it. If I don't know the answer to something when my team are asking for questions, I'll say, I can't give it to you right now. We have to wait for it to drop in. And that must be very frustrating for them at times. But I will not push. I will allow. And one thing I have learned, and this was hard to learn to do, was pleasing others at my own expense. I was a yes. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, 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 of course I will do that. And then I came to realize that my needs matter too. And I learned to say no. So I don't need to keep people pleasing. Because the only reason that we do people please is because we want to be liked, we want to be loved, we want to be thought after in a kind way. We want to be needed. And nobody needs me more than me. So I can definitely do without people pleasing. Especially when it's over pleasing myself. That doesn't make me a selfish person. That makes me show that I have priorities. And I don't know about you, but obviously, generations, things change. And my mum never ever demonstrated to me what self-care looked like because she put everyone else before her. But how can we teach our children to look after themselves really well if we don't demonstrate what self-care is? My children know that I am really good at self-care. And self-care isn't going to the salon and going to the spa. Self-care is being able to say no. Self-care is taking time for yourself. There's so many ways that you can demonstrate self-care. But just start thinking about pleasing yourself first. Everybody wins when you do. Because if you're giving from an empty cup, you don't have anything left to give. And then you feel like resentment with that. If you're feeling like abundant of self-care and it's overflowing, you've got more to give to other people. You are a nicer person to be around. So it's not selfish at all. And the fourth thing that I can definitely live without is fake friendships, one-sided relationships. I'm sure we've all seen them. We've probably all experienced them. But if it's not mutual, if it's not a two-way street, it's not for me. Doesn't mean to say I'm going to fall out with anyone. Doesn't mean to say I'm never going to speak to them again. I'm just not going to spend my time, which is my priority, in a friendship or relationship where it is just draining me. It's not for me. And the last thing that I want to say that I can definitely live without, and it's something I'm still working with, is guilt. The guilt that I have for prioritizing myself is real, but I know how damaging guilt can be to your body. So I try not to apologize for having boundaries. And I try not to feel guilty about anything because I know it's damaging. And I certainly will not feel guilty for prioritizing me, because if I don't prioritize me, who the heck is going to? So I'm inviting you to have a think about what you're available for versus what you're not available for. This is a powerful exercise that you can do. You know, you can think, well, I'm available for high vibe, meaningful relationships, deep, meaningful conversations, abundance, joy, ease, grace, soul aligned opportunities, people who respect my time and my energy. What I'm not available for is energy vampires, people that drain me, people that use me, drama, gossip, manipulation, fear, settling for anything less than I deserve, having to explain my worth to anyone, and anything that makes me feel small, anything that pushes me down. I'm just not available for that. I would love to hear what you're available for and what you're not available for. You can start a little post up in Abundance Manifesting, my free group, which is where there is a training happening really soon to help you manifest with your angels. There is the live training, which is happening 24th to the 26th of March, and there will be a replay for a few days as well. And then we will be opening up the doors to Abundance Club, which is my private manifesting club. It's a membership. It's pay as you go. It's cheap as chips. And it means that you can learn to have a daily practice that works for you. So think about setting some boundaries, because that is not selfish. It is essential. It is necessary. Think about protecting your energy, honoring your needs, and committing to your non-negotiables so you can become unstoppable. And I challenge you to get clear on those non-negotiables for yourself, what you're setting up for yourself and with other people. Decide what you're available for and what you're not available for. And start committing to a daily practice at whatever level works for you. If you want help with all of that, come into Abundance Club while the doors are open, where we integrate all of those processes into something very practical that you can do every day. And they all fit into busy lives. So if this episode has resonated with you, I would love to hear your thoughts. Please give it a review. Please leave some comments and come and connect with me on social media. So let's see what the cards want us to know. Oh, we got a flyer for the coming week. This is for the 31st of March, the 6th of April. Oh my goodness, there are loads flying out. They have lively cards today. And I specifically wanted to go for an old deck. This is my old, well-used deck. I have many decks that I use, but I really felt pulled to go for these. So let's see what we've got up to now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, wow. Saturday, Sunday. Epic cards this week. Epic cards. This is amazing. Let's start. Monday is the trust card. Now, let me tell you, the trust card is very much the key to your spiritual development. It is the key to working with the universe. You have to trust, and trust some more. If you are feeling like you are not like getting where you want to be, start trusting more. Also, as the angels are tickling my nose now, do look out for coins as one of your signs that your angels are with you. Tuesday, it's the no card. Now, I'm looking at the rest of the cards for the week to see how this matches in. But on Tuesday, you really need to be setting some firm boundaries about what you are available for and what you're not available for. It feels like people have been pushing you around a bit too much, and you need to stand up for yourself. The signs on this card are messages in music. So make sure that you are, listening to the radio. When a song comes on, the words mean something to you. Know that's from your angels. As we move into Wednesday, we've got the Believe card. And, where are we without this? We really do need to believe. We need to believe to receive. You need to believe that even though you can't see your angels quite often, you can feel, sense, and know them. And this is the best way to communicate with them using all your senses. So start joining up the dots in the way that they are communicating with you on Wednesday. And this is where it starts to get really exciting, because on Thursday, we've got the abundance card. There's 2 cards in my deck that are like top trumps. And if you want to get a deck of cards from me, you can do over on my website. Then it is in the show notes. But Thursday is the abundance card. And this is a reminder. If you want your life to get better than it is right now, start having gratitude for all the abundance that you can see. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance is the leaves on trees, the blades of grass. Abundance is oxygen that you are breathing in. Abundance is everywhere. You might just have an abundance of clutter and dust, but it is still abundance. It is more than enough of anything that you want. And the sign on this card, is the tittles, and I can feel that happening on my face right now. So the angels are coming in and giving that soft little tittly feeling. Here we go for Friday, the manifesting card. Like I say, top trumps, because Thursday is abundance, Friday is manifesting. This is a reminder that you are so powerful. And if things feel like they're sliding and things feel like they're just not moving in the direction that you want, you need to remember that you can change it by what we talked about on Thursday, of being more grateful for what you've got and working with that energy of abundance, but already realizing how powerful you are. You are a creator with the universe, and you can create whatever it is that you want. As we move into the weekend, we've got the gentle card, so take some time out to do what you really want to do. And on Sunday, it's time to get your focus back. Time to get your focus back and think about what only that you want. If you're thinking about problems, thinking about things that you don't want, guess what? You're manifesting it then. You're manifesting all the things that you do not want. So start thinking about what it is that you do want and make sure your focus stays on that. It's an epic week. Let me know what happens for you. You can connect with me in Abundance Manifesting, my free community group on Facebook. See you again soon. Bye for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit follow and share my message by sharing with your friends. It would be amazing if you can leave a review. All this will help, and it activates the universal law of the more you give, the more you receive. So it's a win-win. You can find more good stuff between episodes over on social media. Just search The Angel Mystic on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or check out the links in the show notes. I'd love for you to connect more over in my free group in Abundance Manifesting, all on Facebook. I hope to see you there.